All right, welcome to Marcus Mayhem Adventures. As always, I'm Scott. Today we're going to do some more work on this trade-up vehicle, and it's probably going to be, actually this next trade is already kind of getting lined up, and it's probably going to be the last trade for a while. I'm going to be trading both the Blazer and the BMW for my next vehicle. We'll worry about that part later, but today, driving it, both of my son noticed it kind of gets squirrely once in a while. I already came out here earlier and checked the ball joints because I was kind of concerned about that. No issues with the ball joints at all. So I got to looking, and I think the toe's just out. It just seems like it's, toed out a little bit too much. So I'm going to see if I can't get something finagled up to just get a tape measure on there and just get it closer without having to take it to lineman shop. I did the same thing on the Dakota, and I got it to where it's sitting pretty good. So let me see what I can find, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I think I got this figured out. Found these two pieces of shelving that are pretty straight, about long enough, and then need to get them kind of mounted on there. So I think it's pretty dang close to center. So 31-inch tire, and come on, and we're at 15.5. That is damn near straight. They're centered, good enough anyways. Sitting on there, so I should be able to take and get that. Might have a slight bow to it, but I'm not trying to get anything perfect, just eyeballed, or a little better than eyeballed. Get a ratchet strap. I think actually first what I'm going to do is jack it up. I've got these pieces of mud flap, so they're a little bit slipperier, than they're hard plastic, so it might be a little bit, they might move a little bit better than the rubber. So I figure I'll jack up the tire, jack up the front end, put those underneath so the tire's sitting on that, and then maybe it'll have a little less scrub, turn a little bit easier. We'll see. Yeah, let's get that done. All right, next I'm gonna take ratchet strap, round the tire, I think I might have to get different straps. Yeah, we go find some different straps, or at least ratchets. This part's too long. All right, that'll work a lot better. Shouldn't be wrapping half the way around the tire. Tighten it up. I don't need to get this very tight. I want to bend it. Just want it to be All right. And then we're gonna want to take, I'll get some mark or something to mark it with. All right. So I'm gonna have to just kind of guesstimate where center is. I'll take a piece of tape, and I'm gonna put the hard edge there, right about where it looks like center is, right there. I'll just put it there, and then yeah, that looks like center. Okay, and then measure out. To, we'll say, I wish I could fit the tape measure through the middle of the dam. This part, I can. Oh, there. All right, that works. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that, the next mark. See, at 19 inches. So I want to get out from in front of this part. Go 18.5 inches. Let's go with 18. Yeah, 18 by itself should work. We're measuring to the outside. I guess I can go this way. Maybe. Nope. There we go. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. Now I just gotta, just tighten that up some more. All right. So we're still centered there. Right there. Okay, as long as I'm careful with this, should be fine. Let's go to the other side now and duplicate it. Don't need to watch that. All right, let's check. We got 15 inches there. And make sure that's the center. 18 inches there. 18 inches to there, and then 15 to there. And check the other side. Hardest part is going to be doing all this and not adjusting or bumping the God, God damn it, that's too low. $15. All right. And we're, yeah, that's first 18 and 18. All right. So now, first thing we gotta do is get a piece of paper, I guess, or something to write on. Okay. And we'll take and measure it up, hook it on here. All right, make sure we're just right here on the edge. And don't want to pull too tight. That looks like 71 1/4. Find my damn pin again. All right, we'll come over here, try and get it hooked up on this side, on that line. Just hope we're not too low. We're gonna hit frame. We may just get just lucky enough. Okay. $71. It's not towed out that much, but it is towed out, so it'll be 71 3/16. And really, you kind of want to tow in a little bit. So we got 71 front, rear, 71 3/16. I mean, that is not very much. Yeah. Well, I guess that would be enough. I'm gonna get off camera and see how that freaking works out to angle. I think there's a calculator somewhere I can find. So I think that's not even a full degree of tow out, but it's supposed to be just barely towed in. So I'm gonna see if I can't just check to see what the chingas under here look like, the adjusters, type of steering. I haven't even looked to see what the steering is. While I'm down there, I'm also gonna check out the tire position sensors. I know one of those is bad. We'll see if I can't just tighten it up, maybe clean it, who knows. That'll fix the problem. But let's go see what we got underneath here. All right. Oh, well, it's got a oil filter relocation kit. That's cool. Not too bad underneath here for the most part. All right, steering is, where is the damn steering? All right, here we go. Steering, it has the same style steering as the, sorry, you're in here tight. Yeah, that should be easy enough to loosen those. Should be open, turn them out both equal amount, and check it again. What was the other thing I was gonna look at? Oh yeah, and it's even got newer like bushings here, so it's, someone did take care of this. Let me see if I can find where the wheel speed sensor, turn it upside down here a little bit. Wheel speed sensor is here. How does it? Stop turning you guys upside down there. So I want to just be able to fix this before, without having to take the tire off. Nope. I don't know. Hopefully those lug nuts come and I'll be able to take that off, check it out, maybe replace it. Yeah, that one looks fine. So it should be easy enough to adjust the toe anyways. Just here, I'll bust these loose with a 7, I don't know what it is exactly. Doesn't turn on the back. All right, well yeah, that should be it. Yes, let's get to it. Yeah, it does look, I mean, there's more blue, like newer blue and stuff like that down here. So that's, they did a little bit of work to it whenever they put the lift kit on, probably. Is there a nut on top of this? Oh, nope, there's no nut on that. Well, there could be one of the issues with the squirreliness when it drives. Huh. And there's not one on top of that either. That's not normal, is it? Surprised that's even staying in there. So yeah, if I can find a couple of nuts to put on top of those, that should help a lot. But yeah, looks like idler arm has been replaced not too recently, so that's cool. All right, let's get over here to the where we want to stick that right there, I guess. You see what I'm doing over here? There's a bar in the way. Yeah. Try it this way. There we go. All right. So, I'm gonna loosen those. I don't know if this is standard or metric. Probably standard fits, but I bet it's metric because even the wheel studs are metric on this. That's why I didn't put, I haven't broke them all loose. I got a bunch of, what the hell, 13? That's 13. Well, I got a bunch of lug nuts floating around here somewhere, but they're half inch. This is not working. Half inch. All right, loosen that side. Loosen the other side. Pipe wrench. Give me a second here. I gotta figure my brain out here. I need to thread it in. Let's do half a turn on each side, see what that gives me. Oh, that gives me nothing yet. Ah. Oh, but the back's turning. Yep, all right. Okay. All right. God damn this thing. There we go. All right, loose. Now we'll try. Are you even looking? What are you looking at? There we go. Right there. That's what we need to be looking at right there. And I just need to find my bar. Pipe wrench. Okay. So that's a quarter. That's a half. All right, let's do it on the other side. Right? Yeah, so you need to take the same thing. All right. Nope, not the same thing. Go the other way. I think that's right. All right, well, let's check. Well, let's see, did it move any at all? Well, we're down to, God damn it. Come on, stop this shit. That's 71 and a 16th. I'm gonna bet that's too much. Yep. So that's 71 and a 16th and 71 and 3/16. I'm going to back it off a quarter turn and see where that goes. All right, so now we're at, well, still same here, looks like. Well, 70, a little more. So let's closer to 70 and an 8 on that. So 71 and an 8. This is now, I think, there we go. So that is 71 and a 16th and 71. All right, so it's supposed to be an 1/8 minutes difference, I think. I think we're gonna use that. We're gonna tighten it up, and we'll go for a drive. All right, so I'm going to tighten everything up and we should be good to go. I'll pull everything off and take it for a spin. Not going to believe this, but I actually had the right size bolt, like 2 nuts for these sway bar end links here. So I don't know if this is actually going to make a damn bit of difference, but they're tight at least. I think I have 2. I haven't actually tried this one. I think it's the same as the other one. Yep. Alright. Good enough. Well, that might help between the 2 freaking fixes there. Alright, we get everything tightened up. And put away, we're not tying up, put away, taken off, and we'll take this thing for a spin. All right, let's take this thing for a spin here. Really need to replace my tripod. Hanging it from the mirror thing isn't real fun. There we go. Let's take you down. Oh crap. I think I will spin this here. I forgot we got mud down here. I don't feel like dealing with mud today. We won't be doing that. Alright, so we'll take it around the block the other way. So far, nothing, but I really didn't show anything before. I guess we'll just kind of this right here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and time lapse this. More than likely not going to do anything else or have anything happen. But if it starts feeling any bumps, I'll show it. Already it feels a little bit better. Put you back a little bit so you can see the steering wheel and see if it does anything. I got any metal up here to stick the damn magnet to, though. I wonder if it'll stick to the not quite. No one's coming just yet. Just a little maybe. There. Bit. I'll figure this out. Alright, here we go. Getting on the highway. Not the interstate, just the highway. Doing all right. Yeah. Drives like a slightly lifted truck. No. Yeah, I think we're good. That little bit of toe in from having a toe out kind of changed it quite a bit. That's good. So yeah, there you go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off then. Finish this drive. Ain't nothing major going on, but there we go. There's a down and dirty way to on how to do a driveway alignment, well, toe alignment. That's pretty much all you really need to be able to get to alignment shop if you do like any type of modifications or anything like that, or you're just starting realizing that it's going out. You just want to get in. You don't want to have to take it in. Your car's jumping all over the place. You can look up the specs online. There's quite a few like toe-in calculators, stuff like that. Just but yeah, basically you need 2 pieces of straight of steel or anything stiff and long, I guess. Tape measure and a ratchet strap, and 2 ratchet straps. And if you want to make your life easier, 2 tape measures. But it's not very difficult to do. And if you can't find your specs, just usually a slight, like 1/16 of an inch toe in is usually good enough for most IFS style trucks. Solid axle, you want to get it as close to 0 as possible generally. They're not going to, especially heavy duty trucks and stuff like that, they're not really going to deflect too much when they're going down the road. Well, there you have it. Thanks you for tuning in, watching my videos. We're about at point to be able to start getting a little bit of monetization going on. So I appreciate everyone that's been watching and subscribing, and just please keep it up. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment, or I already said that. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And at the end of the day, if you're not dirty, you're not doing it right. You have a good one.